key is that enthusiasm that I have is shared and can be relayed to a modern audience. G'day, I'm Paul Kinnenmonth in Sydney. This was the second installment of Staging Success. Tweak the title, Staging Shakespeare. Shakespeare's my love. You may not share that, but the elements that we'll explore are fundamental, to bringing through a project to success. With Shakespeare, for example, and the challenge of bringing through this really very exotic and somewhat remote language into an exciting and engaging live theater experience what's key is that enthusiasm that I have is shared and can be relayed to a modern audience. And what I've found really helpful is to take time, leave time, and have space to take in this world and to bring my world to this. This is really important. And with that, I found, in terms of staging The Tempest, was to get clear on one line from the play. And this became the seed. And this title of Staging Success, this week we're looking at choosing that seed. That line was, "We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep." And it's just those first 6 words, "We are such stuff as dreams are made on." Such stuff as dreams are made on. That became the impulse for this production, and that is really what this whole episode this week is about. Being clear on what speaks to us, and that can be in any vision. Great innovators in different areas of corporate and in education, they're clear, and they're able to come from that place, that leverage, and create a movement. And it's cool, as someone who has worked and does work in education, I bring this particular methodology into the classroom, and this focus for this series is the stage. So from the play The Tempest, the line, "We are such stuff as dreams are made on," became that seed. And this image is a reflection of that. This is a mandala from the Aboriginal culture, inspired by the Aboriginal culture. And the key aspect of that mythology is the dreaming. So it's very cool to have the 2 worlds combine in that way. The Shakespeare's metaphor and the Aboriginal spirituality and the symbology of that mythology together. So from that, the whole design of the play was able to take place. And when the staging was imagined, what was known was that mandala, that place of dreaming, would become the setting for the play. And so what was found, and worked really, really well, was some 3 to 4 meter lengths of bamboo, and they were set in the grass. It's an outdoor performance, and that setting became like the seed manifest. And that in terms of the practicality of the play, we had to open the play, as Shakespeare has it, the tempest, the shipwreck. And with that, the bamboo was able to, in the hands of the actors, become the moving and the turmoil of the ship at sea. And then that was able to split as the storm hit its crescendo and the ship was cast asunder. And then the actors were able to reset the bamboo. Again, back to that image, that central place of the impulse behind, this is Shakespeare's line, but how it was reinterpreted and re-expressed through my own imagination came through from this imagery. But with that, the whole design and the structure and the direction for the actors was clear from that. And I'm going to shortly speak of why it was clear. But if we're clear, we give ourselves permission, then others will lean in on that idea. And that's really where we want to come from as a leader. So the bamboo that was the ship then became the island. And of course, for an audience who can be somewhat a little bit less than engaged by this language, to bring the visual experience through is really engaging and it's fresh. So with that enthusiasm, permission, enthusiasm, and being able to engage others in that and to be inclusive with others in that vision. Others will then bring their particular experience and their perspective and their talent to that idea. So there's this wonderful, the metaphor that again I keep coming back to is that of the garden and the seed, and this week selecting that seed or choosing that seed. But once others can see the life in the idea, they too will come around to supporting that idea. Very important, we don't get precious with this. It's not how this beautiful world that we inhabit, that's not how it works. It's fully inclusive. So if we can get on board with that and bring that to our own projects, it's extraordinary how the energy will align with that idea. So I'd like to encourage you to continue this journey, and I'll continue to share my experience with the metaphors, with some of the rather exotic imagery that I'll bring forward. And my promise is to keep grounding that in an actual experience. And with that, I'd like to encourage you, to take a role and to bring forward an idea, an inspiration that you have, and that is something that you can bring to the world. So this week we've been looking at choosing the seed, and now that seed is planted, and it's full of life and full of potential. And now we have others who are keen to support that growth. So we'll move forward next week into how to cultivate that soil and to allow that soil to really nurture and to energize that seed. So again, I appreciate your time, your energy, and your interest in staging success, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.